We are going to review these Keen Lansing boots. We're going to tell you what we like, tell you what we don't like, and give you a side-by-side comparison to the Keen Logandales. Let's take a look. So a few things that I say are pros about these boots. Of course, they're Keens, so they break in nice. There's not a long break-in period. I love how the boot looks, and it's a pretty comfy boot. The traction has been good on these, even on slippery freezer floors in restaurants, so that's good. These do have the anti-slip protection on the bottom. One big improvement that I'm hoping is a long-term improvement is the boot laces. They seem to be a little bit different material than Keens have been in the past. So I actually hope that these boot laces will hold up better. I've had 3 pairs of Logandales, and I've talked to other people that own Keens, and the boot laces do break pretty quick. About a month or 2 after you use them, the outside coating comes off, and then the boot laces will just break completely. But these laces seem to be a different material, so we will see how they hold up. But it's a nice looking boot. I've had these in service now for about 3 weeks. Let's take a look at them next to the Logandales. So here's my old Logandales that are going out of service. These held up well, but they are doing the crack thing that I've reviewed before as well, and they're just worn out and ready to be moved on. But I do like the Logandales. I like how they look. You can see the boot laces have broken, and they're just worn out. But I did get a 1.5 years out of them, so I can't complain. But you can see side by side what we're looking at here. So this Lansing is a slightly lower profile, and this is one of the things that I don't like. So it's a different style boot, so of course this is a preference, but if you see how low this is and the way this tapers in the back, that makes it hard for me personally to get this boot tight around my ankle the way that I like to have it. The Logandales have a much higher point that you can tighten it up. And what I do on my Logandales usually is I wrap the boot lace around to cinch it up around my ankle. So that's a little bit of a preference thing, but it does make it hard to get this boot tight around the ankle. Okay, one other thing that I have weak ankles, so this is a focus for me in this video, but you see how these are flat all the way out to the edge on the Logandales, and these boots are more rounded. I don't know if you can see that, but that makes it when you're going up and down ramps and stepping on uneven surfaces, these like to roll a little bit more than the Logandales. So I've had a couple of times where I've been stepping and had like a little roll, like a little ankle tweak. So I would say definitely if you have weak ankles, I would go with the Logandales or the higher top ankle support, the higher boot. And I would probably go back to that just after using these for a few weeks. Of course, I'm going to use these until they're worn out, but I need a little bit more ankle support. So the other thing I wanted to do for us all today, I have actually not done this yet, but I wanted to weigh the 2 different boots. So here is the Lansing, and that is 1 pound, 10.9 ounces for the Lansing. And I'm actually going to grab the same side boot. And here is the Logandale, and 1 pound, 13 ounces. So I thought that that was the case. These Logandales do feel slightly heavier. That makes sense since they are a higher top boot. But they are slightly heavier, and you know, a whole day of use, and you do feel that a little bit. So you're looking at, what is that, just over 2 ounces more per boot. So take that for what you will. Okay guys, so that's all I wanted to share with you all today. You can see that narrower toe that causes the more rolling from this angle as well a little bit. But if you have any comments about the Keen Logandale or Lansing boot, please leave it below if you have any questions, and let me know how they're holding up. I'm interested to see. I usually get about 1 year out of my Logandale, so this is my first pair of Lansing, and we'll see how they hold up. And I'm especially interested to see if they don't get that crack in the forefoot. So these Logandales always crack here So I'm interested to see if these Lansings do any better. But thank you for watching, and I look forward to your comments. Goodbye, old friends. You served me well. Till we meet again.